the needs of dozens of hospice patients who would have gone without. Without that last goodbye to a family member due to lack of funds for travel. Without the medical transport needed to attend a son's wedding. Without a source of heat other than the firewood that we provided. Without one last opportunity to visit home. Without some needs as basic as a radio, electric razor, or even food. The list goes on, as do the needs of people in their final hours. One thing has become very clear. We are the only foundation in the area that funds people, not programs. This year we created the Dr. Edward E. Rosenbaum Memorial Fund. To honor the memory of a man who spent the last 25 years of his life teaching and supporting patient advocacy. His philosophy of care embodied treating all patients with dignity and respect to the end. All proceeds from this event will go in this fund, with nearly 100% going to patient needs. Now I would ask you to imagine that you are dying and can't afford to see your child one last time to say goodbye. Imagine that you only have a few days to live and your last wish is to attend your son's wedding, but you can't afford the medical transport to do so. Imagine that you can no longer live at home but would like to visit one last time and require expensive medical transport to make that happen. Imagine that you are leaving behind a young daughter and would love one day of pampering together at a spa, something that you have never been able to afford in your life. Imagine the stress of leaving behind your family who can't afford shoes for your little girls or even enough food. Imagine knowing that your mother is dying but you don't have gas money to make the long distance drive to visit. Imagine leaving your family behind knowing that they don't have funds to give you a proper burial. Imagine just needing a bus pass so that your daughter can visit you more often in your final days. Imagine facing your death no longer able to read and wanting something as simple as books on tape. Now I ask you to imagine the gifts that you have in your life and the power that you hold personally to impact the lives of those who only have a few days remaining. Imagine what an honor it is to share. We have been there for these people in need, and with your help, we will continue to grow and meet the needs of more hospice patients in their final hours. Those people who have so little that they can only imagine these last wishes. Thank you so much for your support.